Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm Tiff.
And welcome to the Gamery! So, we love games, especially escape rooms, but as you know, it's difficult to play in person these days, but there's so many options to play at the comfort of your own home.
So these are just a few of those options. Some of them we've already done, but some of them we saved to share with you right here in the Gamery.
So for this video, we'll be playing Escape the Crate's Escape on the High Seas. So Escape the Crate is a subscription-based game where they'll mail you these boxes based on some options they have for you to choose on their site. We'll leave the link in the description so you can check it out for more details. So we played a couple of them already. We love their games. This is not a sponsored video, but yeah, we really love their games, so definitely check it out.
So we're going to do an unboxing of this game and show you the contents before we start playing. But don't worry, we'll give a huge spoiler alert before we start playing.
At the end of the video, we will have a spoiler-free review, so if you want to play this game yourselves but just want to know what our impressions are of it, feel free to look in the description for the timestamp so you can jump ahead. Now, without further ado, let's play!
First, let's read the back of the box, shall we? What is Escape the Crate? Inside this box is a play-at-home escape room adventure. All you need to play is this box, a pencil, scissors, and an internet-connected device. Everything else is in the box and ready to play. Just clear off the table, gather your teammates, and prepare to solve all the puzzles to escape in time. The Clockmaker.
I hear a bunch of noises. Okay. Ooh, okay. A die. Instruction sheet, very important.
A coin. Second word. And pirate eye patch.
Ooh.
Don't break it.
Don't worry.
This is some other clues. Oh, interesting. This card is out of the envelope because these are different envelopes that say do not open until instructed to do so.
So usually you'll have these envelopes and you have to open them in specific orders, like different stages of the game.
So these are all like part of the puzzle, but they'll mark it with different letters, and throughout the game or stages of the game they'll tell you which one to pull out. And then also, just like in the description, you do need the box because the box is part of the game.
There's everything out of the box. So first, you think you're always supposed to read sort of their instructions manual or how to get to their website, because you do have to use their website to play the game. We will be starting now, so just a reminder, if you want to play this on your own, now would be the time to either stop, or if you want to see our spoiler-free review at the end, feel free again to check the timestamp in the description. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we are going to a certain URL.
Oh,
this box is sold out. Oh, okay. It will be available again in early January 2021.
That's not too
so
far
you have
along.
Something to look forward to. Okay, let's read. The only issue is that Anne Bonny is not an easy pirate to deceive. Wicked and clever, she sees through your ruse and is ready to make you pay for your deception. Oh, we're already busted. 3 separate, shorter games, await you in this mission adventure. Each game... Huh?
Massive adventure.
Oh, massive, what did I say?
Mission.
Okay, massive adventure. So we didn't know there was 3. Well, I guess we'll be playing the first one. Got your crate? Ready to play?
Yes.
Click here. So, welcome to Escape on the High Seas. Read the following directions or listen to them below. Okay, choose your chapter. click the image of the game you want to play and enter the password. Okay, so we're doing chapter 1. The game requires a bit of setup before we can get started. Alright, so it's showing this one. Okay, cut out the 6 long strips and place them below the box. Place the following papers and items out of the playing space. So they are not needed for chapter 1, but are needed for chapter 2 and 3. Okay, so we have all the out stuff out. Finally, the remaining envelope items. Place the papers correctly, which we did, and now we go on. Now that you have all the items in front of you and you've agreed to not flip any of these pages over until the games tell you to, it's time to learn the rules of how this game works. Since we've done it before, we are going to skip this part. It's a lot of reading. What we'll do is maybe I can do a screenshot of it, and you can pause the video to read it. We're going to read it, but it won't be shown in the video.
The William sits right at the end of the dock.
Okay, so now they're explaining the difficulties of the 3 different chapters, and now we can keep track of time. So it says for expert 30 minutes. Oh, I didn't realize. Regular 40, easy 60.
So I guess we'll just time how long we do and see where we.
Yeah, we'll just use this hour timer and then see how long it takes.
And see whether we fall into
see if we're really experts or not.
Category.
I think we're ready to go.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's do it.
It says start the clock.
Alright, let's go. Alright. You travel down the dock and towards the galleon. You are quite aware that you are being eyed by muddy men and drunken sailors from all directions. The island is a tropical paradise for sure, but you get the impression that you are but a misstep away from being robbed by anyone in sight. The dock towards the ship has seen better days, with large boards missing, and you wonder if you can make it all the way to the ship without taking a swim. Shortly before you reach the gangway, a voice from behind you gets your attention. Ooh,
ahoy! Reckon you be the new crew. My name is Samuel, quartermaster of the William. Put yourself to good use. Repair the dock for me and I'll bring you aboard, landlubbers.
Okay, so we have to repair the dock. And there's a picture here with the letter A. Oh, okay.
So I think we go to the next one.
So, repair the dock. Needs 9 letters. 9 letters. I guess that's it. You have to solve this.
Yeah, it probably has letters.
It's probably a word.
Yeah. I think it's repair.
Ahoy! Reckon you be...
Oh, yeah. Okay. R-E-P-A-I.
No, I think it's jumbled, right? Oh, wait.
Oh.
R-E-P-A-I-R. Did I spell it right?
9 letters. 9
9
letters.
What was the,
This is supposed to be easy? Oh boy. So, okay, let me just count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So would this be the 9th? The blank space? But there's one down here too. What about this image? No, it just has A.
Can I read the text?
Sounds like we need to repair the dock, like the one seen on page 8. If only there were some loose boards. Oh.
Oh, we can utilize other things now. See, we didn't know that.
I don't know if that was that clear, but that was our fault.
Yeah.
I knew we were overthinking this.
Yeah, so we thought we were only supposed to refer to A.
Because
but...
they only showed A.
Okay, so we have P, A, R,
T.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. T, E, E,
R-I-V.
V.
Oh, this will probably tell us. It starts with a P, ends with R.
So 1, 2, 3. Oops.
Tier, something tier. Is it just privateer? I think so. Okay, let's try it. Yes, alright. The quartermaster. The quartermaster of the ship surveys your work. There's a picture here. Okay.
Maybe that indicates something. Oh yeah, it is. This guy.
Alright, we will read. We have to listen to the macaw.
So do we actually
Follow the pirate code. The number is important, right?
Go ahead and turn over sheet A so that is now showing M. Okay. Here's Edward.
Dead men leave the ship when the cannons fire.
Okay, what's that?
Which one is that?
Dead man leaves the ship when the cannons fire.
Let's just listen to the rest.
Pieces of A. Pieces of A. Toby was marooned for taking pieces of A. Polly wants a cracker. Place your bets and dice to win me my cracker.
Place your bets at dice. Oh, is it loaded die? Oh no. No person is to game at cards or dice for money. So Polly is 3. What are we looking for? Oh, we need 4 numbers.
Can you play it, Polly, again?
Okay, so unless this is first, fourth, third, or second. Well, I guess by process of elimination, Roger is second.
Pretty bird. Keep your pistols clean and ready to be a pretty bird.
This one.
Okay, so that's 9.
9.
So it's
So
the
Roger.
second number is 9.
Dead men leave the ship when the cannons fire.
Dead men leave the ship
Think?
when the
Does-
cannon is
During
fired.
battles punished by death? No.
Yeah. When the cannon's fired is during battle.
Yeah, okay.
So 8.
7.
Or 7, sorry.
That's the first one?
Yes. Third is Morgan.
Pieces of A. Pieces of A. Toby was marooned for taking pieces of A.
Right here. 2.
Yes.
Polly wants a cracker. Place your bets and dice to win me
Oh,
my
3.
cracker.
Okay.
7 and 2, 3. I feel like we're starting really slow. There's a lot of reading.
Is a lot of reading. Okay, so open the galleon envelope. Yeah, this one has a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to check everything.
Another coin. Okay, so put the 2 coins up there. Organize the cargo boxes. Needs 3 numbers. Okay. Question mark.
Kind of looks like a die. The die.
Oh yeah.
So this is an explosive. So this is 4.
It's a chest.
Well, this is so naturally this is 1, 3, 4.
Organize the cargo boxes.
Okay, so the numbers left, right? 4, 5, 6. Does this have any clue? The liar's dice.
Oh, okay.
Place your dice in a cup. Is it indicating who won? Right? So there's Jeff, that's value at 10. So that means this has to be 6. The skull is 6. So if the skull is 6, and this is 10 plus clock, and this is a tie. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically 12 is equal to 4 plus 6. So the clock is 2.
2. Yeah.
So basically Samuel.
It's 5 then? Because that's
So-
the only one left?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what? We need 3 numbers.
4, 5, 6.
We go 4, 5, 6? Okay, don't overthink it. No!
Oh.
It says organize the cargo boxes. Need It's 3 numbers. Oh, I see. That's how we were supposed to know a second bird. Oh, wait. Let's just go like this because he's putting it down.
Oh,
so
okay.
what's this number?
465.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
A few scraps of parchment are under one of the cargo boxes. Oh, right there. Okay. Alright, let's watch.
What have we here? Blimey. That appears to be the route to Gloria will be taking. She's quite the prize. One worth the taking. You there, new crew members. Tell us a way to steer us to get here in time. Savvy?
Okay, so we have to steer ship.
Turn over B and K.
Alright.
So now we have a bunch of these maps.
Okay, to find the Gloria, tell the helmsman the direction to steer the ship from your current location. Then travel in the direction until you hit a new symbol or location. At that new spot, tell the helmsman the next direction he should steer to get to the next symbol. Continue in this manner until you find the Gloria, and you need 8 letters from the steering.
Where do you start?
From your current location. So maybe this map here?
Oh, right here. Let's read. This is your location. You are sailing to the north. Steer the ship to the prize. The
This
Gloria. Your first order should be maintain heading. So by north. From your current position until you hit your first landmark. It's up to your expert steering to brave the seas. So we need to find our first landmark, which should match this, which will determine what to do next.
I think there's something we're missing.
Let's just go ahead.
Okay. The card tells you that you are facing north. How do we know which way that is?
Oh,
this is so funny because we have been seeing those words for weeks and now we missed it. So
okay, so you're sailing north.
This guy. Sail westward to your next landmark. West.
West.
This warship's bigger. Sail to the safety of the whirlpool. So we go
straight ahead.
Straight H. Okay, the whirlpool. Captain knows which way to go. So we turn S. Go directly to the Ranger, which is H. Straight on. Flagship King tells you to travel east. So we S. We turn right S. Then we hit these fish. So we go straight H. Then we're at Blackbeard, and we need to go south, which is S. Yes, and then we hit this one.
Oh man.
What is it?
HP, HS, HS, HS.
Oh.
Okay, hurry up.
Okay.
Turn over.
Avast, ye scallywags! Hoist the black flag high! The prize is in sight and I aim to take her. All hands on deck! We need the whole plan in action. Bring out the dummy and paint the deck red. It needs to look like people have been murdered. That will make them think twice about fighting back. Paint your faces to look like the devils you are. Most importantly, be ready to fight if your lives depend on it. I won't us.
Okay, turn over card D. Have you been doing this? Turn over card D so that side S should be showing up.
Yeah,
Where's
got it.
S?
Create the name of the prize. The above, it's A, B, O. Nope.
Let's take a hint.
Okay.
Create the name of the prize. What was the name of the ship? Oh,
Calico.
no.
Oh.
Gloria.
Oh, Gloria.
Oh. I think you have to spell it out. Like move this around maybe.
What do we need? What are we looking for again?
6 numbers. So these numbers right?
Okay.
Okay. So these numbers lined up above
Sure.
Gloria. I'm guessing this is it. Yes.
Good job.
Okay, we have time. We have reached the end of chapter 1. Oh man. That seemed... No, we missed one of the most ironic things ever. Because when we got the box, one of the first things we saw were these north, south, east, and west words.
So I guess that's part 1.
That's part 1, and I guess we leave everything out here to do part 2. There you have it. We completed it with what? How much time left?
13 minutes.
13 minutes left. So the first thing I would say is the quality is really good for sure. All the materials you have here, the website. The only thing I would say is that there is a lot of reading that you have to do. Yeah. So
Well,
I would say be prepared
Yeah.
for that.
In their defense, though, they do have the option of just playing the audio, so you don't have to read it.
But if you don't want to lose time and do what we do and try to speed read things,
Yeah.
it is a factor in your time, but some details you do want to catch, especially if you're giving a lot of story and sometimes some clues in the reading, so it is important to read, but yes, it will be a lot of reading.
Yeah. And I would say for me, like even though they have the audio option, I prefer to read because that's how I process data. Like if I were to hear an audio, I would be like, what did I just hear? I need to read it again. And then also, yeah, you do need a lot of space because they have so many elements and papers. I would recommend a large space to fan out all of your clues. Another feedback is, in addition to like the quality, I actually really like their videos and their audios because I think it's the production value is pretty good.
Yeah, so aside from things like, yes, you do need a lot of space. You have to use the computer quite often. You know, if you're playing together, for our setup, we had to have our computer on the side, which can be harder for others who are playing. So we're only 2. If you had more players, you know, you might want to have a monitor or something so that everyone can see the screen. And then it might be harder with more players too, just because of the orientation that you want to have the papers. So someone might be, you know, on the opposite side or this side of the table. It might be a little difficult to see everything. For 2 players, I mean, it works out pretty well for us, and then we have at least some space here to lay out. This one game in particular, I think more so than the previous ones we played, had a lot of material that you need to view at the same time. So definitely a factor when you're playing this game, possibly other games by Escape the Crate. The puzzles are really good. Again, the quality is great, so the theme, everything, you just feel like you're very immersed into the story. Definitely would recommend Escape the Crate.
I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And what's really nice is that their website layout is really easy to navigate, but also they provide links if, let's say, you know, you have all this laid out and you don't know how to put it back together. They also provide links of how to put things back the way that it was originally. If you need to do reprints of anything, let's say something is torn, or you know, cut up something and you want to redo it, then they provide that resource for you so you can print it out again. Oh, and the quality of their papers are good too. Like it's cardstock. It's not like a printer paper.
And they'll have you know, like physical objects in there too. It makes you feel
more immersed.
Yeah, like you're not just reading and some papers or something. You have like objects with you as well, and it plays a part into the game also. So that's also very cool.
And utilizing the box itself too as part of your clue, I think is also really creative. I don't know what the recommended number of players for this game, but just like Hugh was saying, it is comfortable with 2, but I would say max is probably 4 4 is kind of pushing it, I think. Just because of how you are oriented and situated when you have the clues in front of you, it is very difficult to kind of share the clues if you have more than 2 people.
Right. And I guess in this case, part 1, and I don't know about the rest, is very linear in that even if you have a lot of people, I think you would all be focusing on the same thing at the same time. So again, that plays a factor into, you know, how well everything is visible to everyone playing.
And also too, whenever you are solving a puzzle or you use a clue for a puzzle, the way that this game works is once you use the clue, usually you're done with the clue. So they'll have like a card and they'll have a puzzle on each side, and then they'll tell you to flip over the card to access like another clue for a puzzle. It is very systematic, even though it is linear, although you have so many pieces and parts.
This one in particular had a lot of pieces, and we had to keep a lot of pieces. So usually they'll tell you like, oh, you don't need this anymore, and then you can clear it off the table, which is kind of how the past ones were. But this one in particular, you were keeping almost everything on the table. So I guess other games, if there were less items around, then it might be easier to manage with more players.
What would you rate it in terms of difficulty?
This was very difficult, I would say. For part 1, it's supposed to be increasingly difficult for parts 2 and 3. So this set a pretty high bar, I would say. They did
1 to 5. 5 being the most difficult.
I would say 4. And they did try to ease you in with a trial puzzle. That kind of was giving me an expectation. I feel like it just sort of skyrocketed from there. But it was because we didn't realize that they were telling us to use a certain card, but we didn't realize we can use all the other cards. So I don't know if that's a tip. When they say you can lay something out, you should always look at everything.
I would say the puzzles probably were, I wouldn't say 4, maybe like 3.8. Are we doing decimals?
Well, you can go to 10 and say it's
no, I mean based off
7.
Based off of 1 to 5. 5 was most difficult because I think a lot of the mistakes were not because of difficulty of the puzzle, but because of an oversight on our part.
Yeah, like once we took a few hints, but then once we realized how we were supposed to do it, then it made sense, which I think is a good puzzle then, because all the information is there. In this one in particular, it's kind of like a mess. So again, the space you play is very important, because it can cost you time, and you can miss things if you're not organized. It's not like you're in a physical room where you can have things. You can have things easily placed, and you have a lot more space. So this is a lot more confined, and they're trying to do a lot. So
I guess a true test would be to compare chapter 1, which is what we just played, and the other chapters, because they did say it would be increasingly difficult. So if, let's say, now that we are more familiar with the format of this game, and we do better, well, we do better in the next rounds, it could be that it's a learning curve just to know the style of the game and the kind of like the creator, the mind behind the creator. It
takes a while to kind of get used to the format. I think, you just have to get used to how the puzzles work for each type of game. But once you do, I hope we do better in part 2. We will see how we do. So that's it for part 1. We will be doing part 2, so look out for that video. If you like this content, please do subscribe. We love playing games and playing games with you for you to enjoy. And we hope to see you again in the Gamery.